First of all, I want to thank you, of course, Mr. Secretary, first of all, for taking the position and being so accessible to us, but more importantly to our veterans. And again, you've made a great deal of progress, and we want to help you make more progress. So thank you for your cooperation. We're here for you. First of all, I want to talk about I have some questions with regard to lease authorizations. First of all, I want to thank you for working with me to ensure veterans and community stakeholders in my area are being engaged regarding the Pasco County lease consolidation located in Central Florida. To ensure the success of its utilization, it is important that their opinions on potential locations and what specialty services should be offered are considered. I know you agree. I'm pleased to hear that there will be a potential site visit. Can you give me an idea of when that might be?
Our staffs are meeting. They met this morning, actually, so I don't know the outcome of that meeting, but I think it should be imminent tomorrow or the next day.
Very good. Thank you. Again, is there something we can work with you on to expedite the activation of these leases? In general, the leases in general. Now I'm talking about the 27 leases that were authorized last year.
As I said, Sloan Gibson, our Deputy Secretary, is going through a process right now to understand how can we speed up our ability to design, lease, construct, and as we go through that, if it looks like there's an opportunity for legislation, we'll come back to you and ask you for your help. Right now, we're not ready for that, but we're taking a close look at it.
All right, now my next question has to do with the future lease authorizations. I understand that there's an issue between VA and GSA with future lease authorizations, not the 27 that were authorized last year. Can you discuss what options are being considered, and if there is enough requested in the budget, should fund for the full extent of the lease be required? That's so very important that we plan ahead.
I'll start, and then maybe Helen can help. At one time, over a year ago now, we had a blanket lease authorization which would allow us to enter into, from GSA, which would allow us to enter into leases quickly, easily, with our authority. That has been revoked, and it requires us to go to GSA for them to study our leases. In some cases, if the cost of the lease exceeds, I think it's $2.85 million, then they actually have to take it to a committee, which takes even more time. They've been very helpful. We've been working with them to speed up the process, but we're also trying to see if there's a totally different way that we can do it. We're applying Lean Six Sigma technology to see if there's a way we can improve the process even more. Helen?
GSA has been working very cooperatively with us. We are working on getting those processes right and making sure that we all are working under the same standards for scoring. So I think that is progressing well right now.
Okay, very good. Anyone else? No, thank you very much. I do want to discuss with you in the future, Mr. Secretary, expanding dental health care for our veterans within the VA and some of the clinics. But I yield back at this time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.